12 Golden Rules of Money. Let's be real, personal finance does not need to be difficult. As a matter of fact, there are some golden rules of money that everyone should follow, and by doing so, you'll be well on your way to financial autonomy. Many times in our lives, we're told that if you want to be rich, you have to save from a young age. Choose investments that fit your age, lifestyle, and risk tolerance, and then let time and compound interest do their magic. But there are steps that you can take to make sure that you are getting the most out of your gains and keeping them safe at the same time. Without these steps, you will always be stuck in the gain-loss cycle, which is like spinning your wheels in the mud in the end. Whether you're not putting away enough for retirement, you're living paycheck to paycheck and spending everything you earn, or you're actively accruing debt, these 12 golden rules of money will help you rein in your spending and set you on the path to financial security. So without any further delay, let's get straight to the video. Number 1. Don't complain about money. If you want to attract money, the number 1 rule is to quit complaining. In fact, much of what distinguishes rich people from regular people is their thinking and attitude. Wealthy individuals simply think, act, and make decisions differently than the rest of us. Complaining may seem innocuous, but it's a regular activity that the wealthy avoid. Complaining is the worst thing you can do for your health and your wallet. By dwelling on the negative aspects of your life as you do when you complain, you give those aspects more power to grow and dominate. Complaining brings more negativity into your life because like attracts like. This leaves very little room for growth, especially financial growth. Keeping your distance from those who are constantly complaining is just as important as not complaining yourself. Negativity spreads quickly, but a lot of people love to hang out and listen to people complain. Why? It's simple. They are waiting for their turn. It's easy to get caught in this cycle, but it costs a lot. Scientific research has shown that those who focus on negative events are unable to perceive financial opportunities as well as people who have a positive mindset. If you're in a financial rut or want to make more money, stop complaining and overthinking and help yourself by hanging out with positive, successful people. Number 2, don't chase money, chase your passion and money will follow. If you expected that chasing money would bring you happiness, prosperity, and solve all your issues, you are wrong. When you put all your effort into something that isn't meaningful, you end up with burnout, mental suffering, and lost time. Having more money does not improve your quality of life. If you don't follow your heart's calling, you'll always feel like something is missing. Eliminating empty pursuits is a surefire way to boost your sense of satisfaction. Make a conscious effort to achieve something that will give your life meaning. If there's one thing you take away from life, let it be the importance of looking forward to each new day. Start each day with the hope that you can make something good happen in your relationships or in your business. To pursue wealth means accepting the unpredictability of life and being appreciative of every experience, possibility, and mystery. Because you are so preoccupied with achieving your financial goal, you have failed to see that the world around you is changing without you noticing. In order to save up for a house, college tuition, and a promotion, you put off doing the things that make you happy and living in the present. You go above and beyond to disprove your critics from 5, 10, or 20 years ago. Yet you are the one who is in pain. I hope you understand the gist of what this means. Never be a slave to money, be the master. Number 3, invest your time and money wisely. Understanding money means you must learn the value of your time and make smart investing decisions. In a recent survey of the wealthy in the United States, those with incomes over $225,000 per year or assets over $3 million reported saving and investing 27 to 30% of their surplus cash. That's not just a perk of having money, it's how they got it. True investment wisdom is a hard thing to talk about because not everyone fully grasps this concept. Some people put all their resources into one field because that's all they know how to do well. Financial success is often the result of this combination of in-depth knowledge and laser-like focus. Make sure, though, that you're putting your money into a worthwhile venture. The accepted method of investing involves diversifying across a wide range of asset classes, including cash, bonds, stocks, and real estate. This is due to the fact that not all investments are created equal and that some perform better at some times than others. Selecting an advisor requires careful consideration. including verification of the advisor's expertise and clarification of the fee structure. Loads or initial purchase costs on investments are unnecessary. The best advisors will require a clear fee and be transparent about how they will be compensated in any other ways. Do not be a fool and fall for a get-rich-quick scheme. They never pan out, even if you start with a small amount of money. Number 4, behavior is everything. The inability to manage feelings and behaviors is the cause of many people's financial demise. To quote the great William Bernstein, "The extent of your financial success depends on your ability to suppress your limbic system." To put it bluntly, if you can't do that, you're going to die in poverty. Even the best stock pickers will underperform if they can't control their emotions. People make poor financial decisions when they let their emotions get the better of them. Patience and hard work are the only reliable long-term strategies. Everything else is a waste of time. Number 5, have cash for large expenses. This money rule might surprise some people, but in today's age and time, we don't understand the value of cash. But let us tell you, if you do not have the cash on hand to make large purchases, you should refrain from doing so. You should have enough money to buy whatever you want, whether it's a nice vacation or a brand new car. This doesn't always mean you have to pay cash. Just make sure you have the cash on hand to make the purchase without incurring any debt. Although there is little wiggle room for housing, it is not always possible to purchase a home with cash. However, if you do not have a 20% down payment, you are not yet prepared. Number 6, don't spend more than you earn. Spending too much money is a disease, and the worst part is that once we develop a spending addiction, we start to see every new purchase as a potential gain. Overspending isn't the only problem here. Sometimes we spend because we're scared or excited or both, and we lose track of our money. As such, we recommend that you wait before making any major purchases to ensure that you are making the best decision possible. In addition, utilize tax-saving strategies to save more for yourself, your kin, and your future. Number 7, be aware of your own limitations. What gets so many investors into difficulty is not what they don't know, but what they believe to be true is actually false. Recognizing your cognitive fallacies and limiting beliefs is only the beginning. Understanding your own personal financial, emotional, and behavioral shortcomings is also crucial. It's easy to get into trouble if you try to do things that are beyond your skill set. Recognize that adding to your financial resources won't make things better. It's not how many bills you have, but how you were taught to spend them. That's the problem. Because of the elite's superior financial literacy, the wealth gap continues to widen. You should view your financial resources as seeds and educate yourself on how to plant them for maximum yield. If you follow these steps, your money won't rule you. When you save money, that money goes to work for you instead of the other way around. The point is to put your money to work for you and generate additional income over time. Number 8, buy the best and make it last. Whenever you can, buy the best version of an item and keep it for as long as you can. In the long run, you'll save money if you invest in something of higher quality rather than the cheaper option because it won't need to be replaced as often. Your time spent using it will improve as a result. But there is one exception to the rule that we will add. Before shelling out the cash, make sure you really need the product. If you're just getting started with a new hobby, for instance, it's smart to invest in low-quality gear and materials until you're sure you'll stick with it. Number 9, practice moderation in all things. Think of the majority of your portfolio's assets as the meat and potatoes of investing, specifically a diversified global mix of passive index funds. To improve the taste, try introducing some fresh herbs, vegetables, and seasonings. Interested in making seed investments in promising new technologies? Possibly some property speculation? Perhaps some investments in privately held companies? Perhaps a trading account, just for fun? Except for 2 things, I have no objections. To begin, you need to realize that you're up against some pretty steep competition. There is intense rivalry for returns among many billions of dollars. Professionals are constantly looking for a way to gain an advantage, but even then, there are no guarantees. Secondly, it should only represent a relatively small percentage of your liquid assets, somewhere between 5 and 10%. That ought to keep you amused and stimulated mentally for a while. Investing in this way could become second nature to some. However, you should invest only a small sum so that it won't have a major impact on your budget if it fails. Number 10, live outside the spreadsheet. Now that your budget is in order and your savings are being taken care of mechanically, you can stop worrying about your finances and get on with your life. Spend as much time as possible on things that matter to you, like friends, family, and other interests. You could mentor others to financial success or do some other charity work. Ask yourself, why are you doing all of this? Number 11. The right partner can make you rich. When you get married, your spouse becomes your partner in everything, including your finances. One of the most common reasons marriages end in disagreements over money. Long before you tie the knot, you and your future spouse should have some honest conversations about your respective financial priorities. This money talk should definitely be a key priority in relationships. Number 12. Keep things in perspective and enjoy your life. When you realize that your attitude toward money determines how much sway it has over you, you can finally stop letting it control you. Once you've decided to reclaim your life by increasing your wealth, you shouldn't second-guess yourself or worry about what-ifs. Soak up the good times, make a lot of money, put away a lot of money, diversify your holdings, and don't try to be too savvy about predicting market swings or individual stocks. The established norms might appear tedious or even antiquated at this point. However, it is acceptable to treat yourself occasionally or make a small investment in something enjoyable. Be careful not to go overboard, though. The cost of all those extras adds up quickly. So, which of these 12 money rules is your most favorite? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thanks so much for watching.